Hey, what's going on YouTube? Today we're going to be doing an unbox on the Shoei RF-1200 helmet. So right now we're looking at the helmet that we're going to unbox, the RF-1200 in solid white. On Revzilla, it goes for $485. Let's just double check on size, $485. And then I was comparing it with the RF-SR helmet, and it runs $399. So the reason I didn't pick the RF-SR, even though it's more of an upright riding position from what I've been told, a lot of recommendations for it, I didn't like the actual design of it. When I purchase a helmet, you might be the same way. I'm looking for form, fit, function, and looks. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the unboxing. So we'll just do a quick unboxing, then we'll compare it to some of my other helmets. So right out the back, you get a pin lock, so a visor insert for your pin lock. So that's something cool that Shoei has. Other models as well have it, but it has the pin lock insert, so it helps with fogging and all that. I'm going to take the cover off. All right, inside we have some things. So we got a couple of Shoei stickers. We have a wind blocker hoodie thing here on the helmet. We'll take a look in a second. Then we have something for your nose right on the top of the helmet where the visor opens to help with fog. Silicone oil, how to install pin lock pins. So we have a couple of pins here. Instructions for use, Shoei's owner's manual to use your helmet properly. Put this stuff aside, the important stuff. Let's go ahead and pull out the Shoei helmet itself. Grab my donut here, helmet donut, highly recommended. All right, the helmet comes in a very nice carrying bag. All right, let's open her up. As you guys can see, a lot of padding on the helmet itself. Looking at the back, got the Shoei branding, RF-1200, Snell approved, dot approved. Okay, here's the side profile. It's got that nice arc right there. So the Shoei RF-1200 versus the what is it called? The RF-SR helmet. The difference between the two is the riding position. So with the RF-1200, it's more geared for a tucked riding position. So when you're tucked, you're looking straight ahead. And the RF-SR is more of an upright riding position. But again, for me, the decision to come back to the RF-1200, besides a bunch of good recommendations, and didn't have those two little black indentations, which you can see right here. So I was not fond of the helmet design for the white, and I always run a white helmet. So that's one of the reasons why I went with the RF-1200. That and a bunch of good reviews from other riders. Looking at the front of the helmet here, we're just going to open up the visor. One thing I do like about the Shoei's is the amount of different positions that you can put the visor in. So I'll show you with my current helmet and previous helmets how the limitations of the visor and the crack to get airflow in there kind of didn't do it for me as far as like a perfect helmet. That's why I kind of looked for a replacement for my current lineup and previous lineups. But all the way up, all the way down, one crack, so just to get a little bit of air through the vent. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, I mean, a lot of options there. As you can see, has all that to work with. Really cool. Vents on the chin, vents on the top, and then an exhaust vent back here. Comfortable feel to the padding. We have no wind skirt right here installed, but I'm going to assume that this will tuck in somewhere like that. I believe this is the chin wind guard right there, and then for your anti-fog nose breathing, you can shove this guy in there and create a little bit of blockage so you don't fog up your visor. So in addition to that, some safety features. They have the emergency pull tabs. So if you get in an accident, to avoid neck injury, EMTs can pull this out without removing your helmet. Let's go ahead and try this on. I'm a medium helmet, visor down. Yeah, medium fits to size. I wear medium helmet, so it feels good. It feels nice and tight, but not too tight. It's not pressing on my head to the point of where I feel like I'm getting a headache. In the upright position, I still feel like I got a good line of sight. The visor to flip open to 1 is kind of stiff right now. Maybe some of that oil will loosen it up, but right now it's a little bit tight. So to get it right into that first crack, it might be a little bit tough. I'll do a 360 for you guys. There you go. In addition to doing that unbox, I want to compare it to my current helmet. So my current helmet is a Bell Star. This is a side-by-side look of the Bell Star and then the Shoei RF-1200. So one thing I didn't like about the Bell Star is the single, I talked about this a little earlier, the single up or down visor. So with motovlogging specifically, I'm going to be talking a lot. And at stoplights, I like to crack open the visor. Even when I'm riding, I like to crack open the visor, get some airflow, but I don't want too much wind noise to where it disrupts my Sena device or my Cardo communication device, or when I'm motovlogging, the microphone. So I just want to crack, that way I get a little bit of air in there, but I can still talk, versus a full visor open where wind is getting flown in there. So that's one thing I didn't like about the Bell. In addition to that, the wind noise when the visor was down was pretty bad. It comes with a normal pad that just goes around there. But what I purchased to kind of cut down the wind noise was this little sock here. So it allows you to pull this and then get your head in there, and then it blocks all that wind noise. Going to the extreme there, but that's something that I felt like I shouldn't have to do, is purchase this to get a quieter ride. So when I reached out to other people online, they told me that the Shoei RF-1200 is definitely quiet. So we're going to test that out, but right now just an unboxing. But here's a comparison to the Bell Star versus the Shoei RF-1200. And yes, I am going to move all this stuff over to this helmet. So I run dual mics on this, plus I got the comm unit on there. So technically I have 3 mics in here, and then I have the GoPro on the front, the mic adapter, and then obviously the arms and all that good stuff, and then the Cardo device on the back. So there's a lot of weight that I add to it. So let's just go ahead and do a quick little weight comparison, see where we're at. 1,570 grams on the Shoei, the way it stands right now. And then my Bell Star helmet with all the goodies on it comes in at a heavy 2120. So one thing I really like and kind of draws me to the Shoei is the amount of visor options you have with it, with colors and reflection and whatnot. So this was significantly cheaper than the OEM one, which was about $100. I think I paid 40 or 50 bucks for this. The quality is probably not as good. I can see right off the bat there's a little bit of marking right here. So you can see it's a little bit tore up. But the good news about Shoei is there are aftermarket visors available. So if you don't like the colors that come with the Shoei lineup, there are different options that you can get. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch out the clear one for this reflective one, and then give you guys a look at it. So remove the visor, pretty simple. All you have to do is pull this back and pull out, pull back and pull out. Very simply comes off. Just gonna pop it in there and it's done. Shoei RF-1200 with a rainbow aftermarket mirrored visor. Again, you guys can't see my eyes, so I like that you can't see in, and looking out, it's I mean, it's noticeably darker, but it's not like it's pitch black to where it's a very dark smoked mirrored shield. So I actually like this one. This is pretty good. We'll see, we'll test it out. This is what it looks like. Do a spin around. Whew, all right. So that is the Shoei RF-1200 unboxing. Now that I did the unboxing, I want to show you my favorite helmet. So this is my favorite helmet. If you don't care about looks, if you're thinking about buying a helmet and you don't care about mirrored visors, I recommend going with this. This is my favorite helmet by far. It's a Sena Momentum helmet. So it has a Sena device already built in. The only thing I don't like about it, and I put some stickers on it obviously, is the fact that you have the same visor. You're pretty much open or closed, and the visor only comes in the clear or the smoke option. There's no mirror option. So it's a very unaggressive look to it. It's very round versus the Shoei or the Bell. So here's a side-by-side look. So if you don't care about looks and you just want a most comfortable helmet with comm unit built in, 100% recommend getting the Sena Momentum Light. I wore this across the United States, so 4,500 plus miles on a cross-country trip, and I can 100% vouch for the quietness of this. The fact that the Sena device is already built in, you don't have any of that weird pressure on your ears. It's built for the Sena device. So if you like using comm unit, if you can wear some sunglasses underneath it and you don't care about the look of it, 100% recommend going with this. However, for me, even though I had the Bell Star, which is an aggressive helmet that comes in multiple different visor options, so you got a silver and a gold silver chrome, I still like the look of the Shoei over the Bell. Bell has the big marking right here, also on top. So for me, it was an easy decision to pick up the Shoei RF-1200. Just to let you know, I bought this brand new off eBay and I paid $340 for it. So if we go back to the screen, if we were to buy the same helmet off RevZilla, brand new, $485 as of today. So I recommend going to eBay and checking to see if you can get a deal on eBay, and maybe you can find a good deal like I did, especially a solid color like this. Paid $340 to my house delivered. All right guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the Shoei RF-1200 unboxing. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. We'll be doing some more boxings in the future, so please subscribe if you haven't done so already. All right, I'll see you in the next one.